babe.
Um, I almost forgot what I just said. Okay, so she made this big old thing this evening about I apologize because she lied. But just because you apologize don't negate the fact that you originally you lied. And you could apologize all day long, but I don't have to accept it. And even if I choose to accept it, it doesn't negate the fact that the lie happened. It
Yep.
happened.
Yep. And you
And to
still.
act like it didn't and like the apology erases it is asinine. It is
Yes.
just asinine. And I just want to know, like, why she picked you to call over Virgo.
That's what I'm trying to figure
You
out.
know what?
Cause you already had
But let,
plans. You talking about that I was the one who um who had plans. You already had plans because hold on, y'all. Let me clock something for you. Let's be honest. Court About Sunday is gonna be about Erica. I already told Bella, girl, if you want me to be there, you're gonna have to do it before 10:15 Central Time because this week has been about Erica. Okay? This week has been about Erica. I had the Bryson situation, the FWA situation, the Braid and Susu situation. I was already your content, babe. You already had plans to make me your content.
Absolutely. Oh, and just to touch on the FWA situation, so I accidentally slid into her live, right? It was by accident because I don't ever really be in there. And so I slid in there by accident. And she was like, "Hey, Yum Yum, I hear you from Detroit." All I could say was, "Hey, girl, hey." And then I was gone.
Did Whitney marry?
Wear her out like some. If she don't quit butt dialing me. But yeah, so it was. I was already. Now that I'm thinking about it, baby, I was already finna be your content. You called me. You had this shit planned, babe.
but let me show you something. Let me show you something that everybody missed. Because I went back and I looked at this clip, the one that y'all had in Virgo Live. The energy didn't shift when she went in her live. Would you like to know when her energy shift?
When I come in.
No, her energy shift when Virgos start to get control back of her live.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
That's when her energy originally shift.
Yep. When Virgo stood up to her.
That's when her energy shift.
Yep. Virgo stood up to her and didn't let her run over her in her own live. And Virgo said, "This is my live. Hold on now, because when I'm in your house, you say give me your 2.2, and I give it to you."
And you know what? You're
She
about to join
commanded
another.
respect.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't need to do it. But yeah, that's when the energy shift when Virgo started taking control of her life.
She immediately commanded her respect. And Virgo said, "Hey, you ain't gonna do that over here." Which is why I came up in the box and what did I say to Virgo? I told her, "Girl, yeah, you keep butt dialing me."
You were proud for the way that she ran her life.
Yep, I'm proud of you for the way you ran your life, how you stood up for yourself, how you went and did, you didn't let anybody, how you running your life. That's very commendable.
So my thing is this: after someone takes control, when you're trying to take control, when someone gets their control back, and then you hear someone congratulate them for doing it, you're gonna be pissed.
And I did it twice because I told the lady to get her control back. Don't.
And that's the pissed off energy you saw when that live button was hit.
Clock in, babe. Clock in, babe. Clock the fuck in. Girl, you butt dialed us twice.
I'm sorry because I was coming in here next. But I'm here. I'm here now.
Girl, why Nitra done drugged me, called me all kind of bitches, talked about my pussy. I need to be worried about taking care of same daughter. being a mom. Did a court case, called me this morning to apologize. I had got emotional and told her why it hurt my feelings, how it affected me or whatever. And she said she understood. Oh, this was your feelings. I understand. This is about you right now. That wasn't my intentions, none of that stuff. She said, the people going to make this content. I say, no, they're not, because I'm not going to talk about it. I'm done with it. She was like, you know how these people are, but put me on the docket, girl. Had a court case. And when I went over there, the people asked that I have one of the people that when I came in there, they said, Nitra, do you feel like Erica set you up? What? And that was my first comment. I said, wow, set up? I say, how I set her up? And I get up there and it's very biased. People, they all sent it. Then I'm like, they talking about for entertainment purposes only. I say, so my feelings is entertainment. You supposed to be my friend or whatever. You put me on the dock and you know how I felt about it. And I was feeling myself getting emotional, getting upset. And I said, you know what? I'm not doing this. I'm done. And I dropped down. And Poetic said, oh, we need to end the case right now. No, because they asked, was it salvageable? The next question that for one of the jurors asked me, was the relationship salvageable? And I said, Nitra said, yeah, such and such, such as. I say, I'm not there yet. I'm not there right now at this time. Which is the truth, because I told her that the same thing on the phone. I have
that court case was so biased.
Right, I have the right to reserve my feelings. You get what I'm saying? And when I said that, I said I'm not in the headspace right now to be there. So immediately after that, they going on and asking questions and stuff, and I was like, I felt myself, and I was like, I can't believe this. I can't believe you, Nitra. We just had a conversation.
They tried to make the whole thing about you being messy.
Right.
But we all
like all of that. And I said, you know what? I'm not doing this.
The fact that she lied.
Correct. I said, I'm not doing this. I'm done. And I drop out the box. See, running, doing all this other stuff. Such the comments start going haywire, whatever. And Poetic said, order in the court, order in the court, order in the court. She was like, no, we need to stop this right now. She said, the people saying that I'm biased, everybody, this is not a biased space for Erica. This is a biased space for Erica. All this other stuff. We need to end the court case right now. End it right now to salvage a friendship. This is a real life friendship. These are people, feelings on the line. I love Erica. I love Nitra. I'm not biased, but this could be detrimental to a real friendship. She said, I think we need to end it. Nitra responded and said, we gonna play these clips. We carrying on. I don't care about none of that. We finna play these clips. She the one that's dropping down. This, that, and the third. So I took that as like you saying, oh girl, fuck you, such. And I sat in there for a second and I listened. And she said, I'm trying to be nice. Or whatever. And I said, I'm listening. And she goes on and she said, but bitch, you did this. I don't know exactly what her words was. She called me like a bitch like 3 times. Or whatever, and talking about my pussy, and I'm sitting with the bitch that sent this, that, and the third, that sent the video, and whatever, all this other stuff. I get back into the panel, and I said, so I'm a bitch? And she doubled down on it. And she doubled down on it, or whatever, and she was like, I said, Nitra, I came up there and I explained, I say, let's tell the people all, since y'all kept trying to cut me off. I say, I told you that my feelings was hurt, this, that, and the third. And because I had brought my child around you, I told you all of this on the phone or whatever. I said, so the fact that you made it content after I thought I was under the impression that it wasn't going to be content. And here we are or whatever. I did raise my voice. I came up there like heated. And I dropped down, and this is why we're here. And then she said that I planned all of this. I started all of this. And we just played who started it. But I'm farting it in my braid voice.
Not only that, they were so ready to end the court case. They was ready to end the court case just so they could talk trash. She was like, so we could talk how we want to talk. Let's end the court case. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And as soon as they decided to end the court case, that's when they just started dragging her. And it was just a mess. I was in them comments fighting for my life,
Yeah.
dropping limit heads and everything. Like, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah. Went chaotic. You get what I'm saying? But you called yourself my friend. And not even 10 minutes, not even 5 minutes. You went into going into a straight up drag mode of talking shit about me. I appreciate you, Six.
I cannot believe this.
You did all of that, but you said you was my
That's what I
friend.
kept saying. It be the freaking comments and the others chiming in that make it worse. Like I get it, the court is for entertainment purposes, but when you're really somebody's friend, I just feel like maybe that shouldn't have been something you would put on as a court case. Yeah, it's entertainment, but to who? Like if I'm hurt, if me and Tea Time are friends and like real friends, we hang out, we call each other, we wish each other well, all that. We're close friends, right? And we get into a little misunderstanding. We talk on the phone and we come to an understanding of the misunderstanding that we had. And then Tea Time decides on her platform she's gonna put me on a docket to dissect what we went through as entertainment. Who would that be entertainment for? That wouldn't be entertainment for me. If my feelings were hurt, just like your feelings were hurt, why would I want you to entertain? Why would that be entertainment? That would hurt me even more.
Right. Right.
But also, Phoenicia, if someone says, "Hey, we're not gonna do this right now. We're not gonna have this happen right now," she said, "Oh, about none of that." Then what?
Yeah.
I know, but I just want them to be able
Do we
to talk
continue
to
to
each other
blame? Do
and
we
come
continue to
to
blame the peanut gallery? At what point do we say, "Okay, nah, it's only so much the peanut gallery is causing"?
true. But I just feel like they can come to an understanding with each other because of the relationship that they have
No, it's done.
and
It's
move
done.
to a safer
My
place.
God,
It's done.
Kanisha, my
It's be-
child was brought this shit. It's over with.
my God.
oh no.
Yes, I just so after that,
Oh
when I
no,
come
I missed
live,
that.
yes, yes, when I come live, I'm a little emotional. I'm like, only thing that get me emotional on this app is my kids,
Oh,
my
come
family.
They brought up
on.
your children.
So
I didn't even
I
know
said,
that.
Nitra, let me be clear. I say the reason why I was emotional, the reason why it hurt me so bad is because you are the only person that I've ever introduced my child to. I brought my child around you. I brought my child around you. I was comfortable and I felt like it was a safe space. Me and Saint for 2 days about me allowing Abigail to meet Miss Nitra because he wasn't comfortable with it and I didn't understand it, right? I didn't understand it. It disrupted my household because she the only person off this app that I had introduced her to, so I trusted you. When I had the situation going on with my son, I called her. You quote unquote said a prayer and checked in with all that stuff that was going on with my kid or whatever. I trusted you. So yeah, it hit different. It hit different. And that's my fault, right? That's my fault. And I'm owning that it is my fault. You get what I'm saying? So then when we fast forward and I say this on the live, you motherfucking say you don't need to be bringing your kids and you need to be worried about same and that child got enough going on or whatever. And here you is wanting to talk about messy shit on the internet. You need to be worried about mothering his child. Being a mother to his child. Bitch, I'm a fantastic mother. Okay? To all three of my children.
Did nobody from her side try to stop this?
That's what I'm saying. Because I definitely was at the start. When Erica dropped, that's when I left out the live. And I
So you
kept saying,
called me.
before it even gets too far, I definitely called you. Because I knew something was wrong. Like when she dropped, I could hear it in her voice. And I was like, okay, before it gets too far, maybe y'all should not, use this as like entertainment because y'all are real friends. But I didn't know that babies were mentioned. That's crazy.
So even though I brought it up and I made it as a reference of why I trusted you, your response should have never been of that nature that I need to be worried about being a mother to his daughter.
And let me make sure I make this clear because I'm going to tell you how I took that personally as a father. Not only seeing it how you seeing it, but I also took that as a shot at me that I don't have women surrounding her. Motherfucker, I do have a village surrounding my daughter, full of women, women that I trust. So, yeah, that's why I immediately hopped up when she said that shit.
But they said, oh, she ain't say nothing about no kids. We heard it. I was streaming. If I do a playback of my live right now, you'll hear it
That's the only reason why I came in your panel.
in the first place. There's no turning back. So no, it's not salvageable. Because the moment that you mentioned the fact that, oh, when you called me a bitch and called me out of my name, that was number one. Hello? When you called me a bitch and called me out of my name, that was one. Because I still didn't call you, I didn't disrespect you until just now. I didn't call you out of your name. I didn't do anything. You talked about my vagina. You talked about the Smex tape and this, that, and the third, and how when you was gonna drag me, with all of that, and you talked about all of that. Sorry, but you talked about all of that. Not even 3 minutes, 5 minutes after I dropped out of the panel, which shows me where your intentions are, what I meant to you. Nothing. It was easily disposable. And I'm okay with that. I don't have a problem with it. Because when you show me who you are, I just believe what it is. That's your loss. You just defined who you are. You said that you didn't drag me about when HB sent you that video. I'm sitting over there with the bitch that sent my corn video to you that you watched, mind you, that you watched. And the only reason why you didn't drag me at that time was because I had just lost my daddy. Why even mention my daddy again? You're a nasty individual. So I guess you've been waiting on this moment. In 3 weeks, it'll be the anniversary of my father's death. Go at it. Do your thing, baby. It won't hurt me. It's okay. Do your big one. Go watch it. Replay it. Do your big one. So is there a turning back? Absolutely not. The same people who you say, yeah, November the 6th, October the 16th is the day that my daddy got his diagnosis of having multiple myeloma. November the 6th is the date of his death. It's in 3 weeks. Next week is the date of the diagnosis. In 3 weeks is when the date of the death. Do your big one, babe. I don't give a flying rat's baby ass. I done lost enough. Losing you ain't gonna hurt me. Have at it. But you're a nasty, dirty dog. And I'm glad that God revealed who you was. Because it is definitely shedding season. Shedding season. Watch me work. I don't feel no kind of way. I cried my last tear in regards to what you did, how you made me feel, and that's done. Nobody is exempt. But you will be your only downfall. You. Because it can't be everybody else. Can't be nobody else. But I will say this. I'm going to continue going live. I'm not going to let, because what I do see is the trick of the enemy. I have a very real relationship with the man above. I know what's happening. And I'm going to keep going. And my platform going to continue to thrive. I'm going to keep doing me. And that's it. Period, point blank. You planned this, not me. When I look back over it, when you said that I started this, I had this plan to make my platform thrive, God might have had a plan to use to expose who you were, but it wasn't to make no platform. It's going to grow regardless. You get what I'm saying? Welcome to the Truth Trap House. It's no longer the lemonade stand, because I'm going to be exposing the truth every single time. I'm going to be messy with it, but I'm also going to be exposing the truth. Nothing but receipts. Okay? That's it. That's all. And I already got a tagline and everything. I thought about it today. How ironic that all this happened. Because the truth always finds its way out. Y'all, my emojis is the webs. Truth Trap House. Hey, trappers.
Oh, it's the spider webs. Okay, let's represent y'all. Drop the spider webs in the chat, y'all. It's the true trap house.
Truth Trap House. Y'all go ahead. I'm good.
I'm speechless. I can't
Honestly,
believe it.
girl. Thank you, T. You took it right out of my mouth, girl.
Well, it has a...
Honestly, Erica, I don't have much to say. A lot of stuff that I do have to say is based on what I know of you, right? And remember, I told you I don't know the Erica that people on the app talk about because that's not what you showed me, right? So I can't go off of that. I go off of what I know. Um, I hear a lot and I see a lot. However, it don't affect me none because if you ain't did that to me, I ain't got no reason to treat you no type of way. And the Erica that I know, God damn it, come on. I don't want you to type about, oh, Erica did it. That ain't what I said. I said the Erica I know. That's personal. The Erica that I know don't really operate in the way that I see. Um, it's so crazy that you talk about your dad and how things went, and the first thing that you told me was Slim call me, Slim text me, I got you. Like, you know, because this is all new to me. Again, me without getting into detail, but Erica know, right? And it's just crazy to see how people view you, right? Because again, this is me in my personal light of Erica. Um, to see how it's going and to thoroughly listen through and you still not get the fucking point. I'm like, okay, so what exactly are y'all saying to me? Goddamn. Again, I'm a country girl. You got to talk to me quick, not slick. So all that slick shit don't get you nowhere with me. You got to get to the point. So I don't really see what a lot of people say because I go off of my experience. You could talk to you blue in the face, goddamn it. However, with the way that you act and the way that you treat, that's what I go off of. And it's mind blowing to me because that's not the Erica that I know. And to be quite honest, I don't know Erica very well. However, when it came to somebody that I needed and I couldn't depend on the motherfuckers who was blood related, Erica was there for me. And that's what a lot of y'all don't know. A lot of people don't know. And this ain't honestly for your you know me, Erica. I'm not messy. I don't do the shit, but it's just
Like she run
something to
from
get people. You know, I drop, goddamn it, quick. Fuck a mute. I'm out of there. I'm dropping. However, it's something that gets you to understand you see me like this, right? Because I have to adjust to my environment, or I have to get to a point where, cause that's typically how it is. You're a chameleon. You adjust to your environment. You adjust to what's going on. However, people don't get to see you in your real light. And for me to know you in the way that I do, it's funny to hear these things about you, cause you know, you be like, damn, I ain't never met her before. Who the fuck is that? Right? Like, and you know what I'm like, I ain't never met that Erica before. Who that is? And I'm just, you know, I hate that you have to experience certain kind of things, and I hate that you have to feel certain stuff, but I want you to know that there are some people on here that love you. People that don't do the mess. Look, people that run. There are some people that love you and they see you for who you are. And had it not been for Erica, from a lot of the things that I've heard and seen in regards to my